A shimmering sky stretches over the horizon, whispering secrets of dreams. The lone spire stands tall, like a hopeful finger pointing towards the heavens, asking for answers to life's big questions, like where the best pizza is. The bell chimes like a cheerful alarm clock, echoing through the sunny air, reminding everyone that life's best moments often arrive unexpected, just like an unwelcome guest at dinner. A lone bell hangs high, its golden hue glinting shyly under a soft cascade of shimmering sunlight. If it could ring, it would probably be singing, "I'm still here" with flair. Peering through a tangle of vibrant green leaves, the old door looms like a shy introvert at a party, waiting for someone brave enough to knock and unveil its secrets. Nature's confetti sparkles in the sunlight, daring us to discover what's behind the foliage and maybe, just maybe, find a treasure or two. An empty canvas stretches across the page, hinting at untold stories. Will it transform into a masterpiece or remain a ghost of ideas? Either way, it's crying for attention. The girl in the dazzling gown glides in like royalty, her heels clacking against the floor, sounding like a countdown to a grand adventure or her imminent shoe disaster. Edith Rigelhoff stands poised in the opulent hall, her name echoing like a spell. She brushes off the sparkle like a pro, navigating this glittering chaos with a wry smile. The bride, radiant in crimson satin, stands frozen, heart thudding like a drum solo. Meanwhile, the guy in a fancy outfit nervously fumbles with his vows. Who knew commitment could look this intimidating? In a shimmering white gown, she stands at the altar, radiating hope and nerves. It's like a fairy tale, with a side of, "Did I remember to breathe?" A shimmering silhouette emerges, cloaked in ethereal lace, surrounded by ghostly flowers, a haunting beauty caught between two worlds. If only Laundry Day could be this enchanting. In a world where wedding bells chime with political alliances, a girl in a white veil shrugs. No need to panic, she smirks, as chaos lurks like a cat at a dog show. She stands at the altar, a bridal vision cloaked in dread. The wedding guests' eyes are daggers, piercing right through her ivory veil. Talk about a wedding crash with added judgment. With a sly grin, the guy with the slick hair leans in, whispering secrets like a scheming cat. Meanwhile, the girl in the frilly bonnet rolls her eyes, clearly unimpressed. She's heard it all before. In a lavish dining hall, the guy with the slicked back hair flashes a charming grin, while the mustached gentleman raises an eyebrow, pondering how to survive this catastrophic dinner party. Everyone's got a secret? Want a taste? In a sea of white roses and shimmering chandeliers, the bride with fiery curls and the stoic groom exude tension, as if they both forgot the script for this big day. Awkward smiles betray their inner thoughts. Where's the fire escape? A polished couple strides down the aisle, but instead of joy, tension crackles like a poorly wired fairy light. Who knew weddings could feel more like a high-stakes game of poker? In the middle of an extravagant celebration, the guy in the fancy robe demands reverence like he's the universe's personal hype man. Who knew weddings had such high stakes? The figure in white, serene yet imposing, whispers of divine comfort, while a cheeky ghost nearby rolls his eyes thinking, "Good luck with that, I'd prefer my Wi-Fi." The groom stands tall, looking almost too pristine in his dapper attire, while the bride, beaming with joy and a hint of nerves, clutches her bouquet like a lifeline. The priest's solemnity is interrupted by the overwhelming scent of flowers and a crowd trying to hold back laughter under their breath. In the midst of wedding bells, her heart races, caught between tradition and desire. "Form your own family," she murmurs, as the weight of expectations threatens to suffocate her dream. A bride with shaky hands faces her fate, wed to a man whose love is as fleeting as a sugar rush. Spoiler, no one checks the expiration date on promises. In a glittering ballroom, the shadowy embrace of a couple radiates warmth, whispering secrets of love and dreams. Who knew a waltz could feel this tense? Watch your toes, lovebirds. Draped in elegant white, the lost bride stands beside the dapper man with a hesitant smile. Their future looms like the imposing statue ahead, majestic yet intimidating. So that's what they mean by statue of limitations. With the dramatic pronouncement echoing like wedding bells through the chaos, the couple holds their breath. Did he really just say husband and wife? Or is it just a prank? Amidst the swirling darkness, the voice echoes, half desperate, half dramatic, demanding everything. Spoiler alert, no one ever prepared for a last-minute plot twist quite like this. The guy in the hoodie stands sheepishly, shuffling his feet like a caught child. What? Me? Gamble? Never, he deflects, while the girl raises a skeptical eyebrow, clearly not biting the lies. With fire in her eyes and hands on her hips, the girl with the fierce ponytail shoots back. Shut up! You owe me your life, remember? Classic melodrama meets everyday life. Don't you just love it? She rolls her eyes, exasperated, while her friend waves off the debt like it's a fly. Ages? More like lifetimes when it comes to dodging money talk. The guy with the flashy kicks towers over someone, demanding, "Can you even pay me back?" The tension is thicker than the soles of his shoes. Oh boy, this won't end well. Caught in a storm of emotions, the girl with unkempt hair stares wide-eyed, ready to unleash a flurry of words. But first, she must resist the urge to throw something. The girl in the crisp white shirt looks cool and collected, but her outstretched hand shouts, "Not today! Drama!" A moment suspended between calm and impending chaos. It's like waiting for a kettle to boil. In the dark abyss, a surge of doubt creeps in, right? The weight of uncertainty looms heavy, like stepping on a Lego in the middle of the night. The girl with the intense glare stares into the abyss of the shadowy stairs, dread tugging at her gut. Great. Just what I wanted. A dramatic staircase entrance. A faint glimmer of hope peeks through the dark clouds of despair, as if even the universe is rolling its eyes at this day's plot twist. It's about to get interesting. Caught in a swirl of confusion, the girl with shimmering red locks bites her lip, wondering if this new mystery human is her happily ever after or just another headache. She gazes into the mirror, hair cascading like a crimson waterfall, catching the light with each dramatic flick. Sparkle, she thinks, because even insecurities need a bit of bling. Staring wide-eyed into the mirror, the lady with cascading red hair gasps, "No way!" It's like she spotted a unicorn in her living room. Unbelievable, but not quite as majestic. Lying on the plush carpet, eyes wide with disbelief, our messy-haired dreamer wonders if she's taken a detour to the afterlife or just missed breakfast again. Talk about an existential crisis. In a world devoid of color, the lone figure stands, searching for shades of hope. Maybe if they squint hard enough, they'll spot a rainbow, or at least a crayon. A title that screams adventure, not your typical reincarnation story, suggests we're about to dive into a wild plot twist, like getting an unexpected upgrade on your life feature set. Buckle up. A prince, a damsel in distress, and a magical quest sounds straightforward, right? Just add a dash of unexpected dragons and a sprinkle of awkward first dates. Voila, chaos ensues. Miss Edith stands tall, her brow furrowed and voice steady, as if she's just summoned a ghost. The door slams behind her, ready for secrets to spill like tea. With a playful smirk, the girl with the fiery red hair leans in, reminding her companion that today isn't just any day, it's the anniversary of their epic first disaster. Edith stands there, a ghost of her former self, hair cascading like wildfire, surprise painted across her face. Did someone just say her name, or is her mind playing tricks again? Rice Sinclair, caught in a web of family drama, rolls her eyes at her brother's relentless attention. Dude, I love you, but chill. I'm not a walking soap opera. Meet the carefree golden-haired girl who's sporting a grin that could melt butter. As the legitimate daughter of a count, she's living proof that royal blood doesn't guarantee a royal mess. In a floral extravaganza, she embodies spring's essence, delicately dancing through petals like a reluctant ballerina. Watch out, those blossoms might get jealous of her charm. Born into a family that shunned her, she wore the weight of their disappointment like a crown, navigating a childhood where joy was as rare as a blue moon. In a world of shadows, the little girl with tangled hair and wide eyes clutched the lady's hand. The Rudwicks, with all their mystery, welcomed her into their fold. Adventure awaits. Sunlight filters through lush leaves, creating a magical glade where fate awaits. Enter the Rudwick brothers, charming but trouble, like a pair of mischievous puppies eyed by a squirrel. In the golden glow of the afternoon sun, a girl with cascading blonde locks fidgets nervously between two sharply dressed suitors, each one trying to charm her. Spoiler alert, she can't decide whose compliments sparkle more. With a sparkle in her eyes and a dress that could rival fairy godmothers, she stands at the crossroads of fate, ready to dive into a whirlwind of chaos and romance. two brothers, bound by blood but fractured by love, enter a rivalry hotter than a chili pepper in July. Welcome to the family drama. Grab your popcorn and hold on to your heart. With cascading crimson locks that defy gravity, she turns, a spark of mystery twinkling in her eyes. Is it magic, drama, or just really good hair products? You decide. In this tale, Edith Regelhoff takes center stage, a whirlwind of ambition and mischief, like a cat in a room full of laser pointers. What could possibly go wrong? In a sun-drenched garden, a mysterious woman clutches a red rose, her uneasy gaze drifting to a love triangle brewing nearby, because nothing says I love you quite like dramatic tension and floral accessories. A storm brews beneath the surface, simmering emotions swirl like a tempest, greed gnaws at the edges of innocence, while ignorance wears the crown like a clueless king. Oh, what a throne! Raging storm clouds gather in Sophia's heart as she howls her name, a desperate plea turned battle cry. Jealousy twists love like a pretzel, all tangled and salty. Definitely not the love story anyone signed up for. The girl with the wild hair plots Rice's untimely demise like a kid scheming for the last cookie. Cue the dramatic music. Where's that needle when you need it? In a world painted pink with jealousy, she's the villain staring into the abyss of Rice's happiness. Plot twist. The abyss stares back, and it's got a sense of humor. With a glint of malice in her eyes, the striking redhead ponders dark deeds. To do almost anything to kill Rice, she whispers, plotting revenge like a true drama queen. Her perfectly manicured world crumbled as she muttered, "Doting father? Check. Money worries? Nope. Emotional baggage? You bet." Who knew wealthy families came with a side of drama? In a gilded frame, she catches the reflection of her wild red curls. "There you go, miss," says the mirror, as if it's seen more drama than an afternoon soap. In the mirror's reflection, the elegant woman with cascading red locks and a hint of uncertainty stares, wondering if her charming exterior hides a chaotic storm within. Who knew lace could feel so heavy? The air crackles with anticipation as a delicate voice chimes, "His lordship is waiting for you." Because, nothing says romance like being summoned like an errant puppy. With a confident smile, the girl with flowing red hair beams, her charm lighting up the room like a sunrise, spilling out warmth that could melt the iciest of hearts. "All right, thank you," she declares, because who doesn't love a good compliment? Her brow furrows with confusion, lips twisted in uncertainty. Was it gratitude or a sarcastic hint of disbelief? Either way, her surprise hangs in the air like an awkward silence at a party. The girl with the vibrant red hair darts past, a whirlwind of floral chaos, while the maid, clearly considering a career change, can't help but raise an eyebrow at the sudden commotion. Scuttle! Heavy sighs and high stakes. With a determined glint in her eye, the girl in the elegant gown realizes she's now the fixer of all of Edith's fabulous failures. Buckle up. Dressed to impress, the girl with cascading crimson locks twirls, her dress swirling like a caffeinated tornado. Her smile? Pure mischief, hinting that today's plan is anything but boring. The girl in the vibrant gown stands poised, confidence shining through as she notes, "I remember the original plot pretty well," hinting at a twist lurking just ahead. Plot twists are her jam. With a smirk that could rival a cat eyeing its next meal, she whispers, "This is all for the best. If only confidence could pay the rent, she'd be set for life." The glamorous woman in pearls dreams of a blissful family life, warmth and laughter filling her perfect home. Then, bam, reality kicks in, shattering illusions faster than a wine glass on a floor. Her fiery red hair cascades like a dramatic curtain as she screams, "Father!" The echo of her desperation hangs in the air. Parenting, after all, comes with its share of suspense. Her fiery red hair cascaded like a waterfall as she grasped the door handle, a mixture of anxiety and excitement swirling in her chest, like opening a box of fireworks. A bright beam of optimism floods the room. But wait, who's that peppy ball of energy? It's the girl with the flaming red hair, ready to tackle her ambitious morning with an overflowing coffee cup. With a radiant smile and vibrant red locks cascading like a waterfall of cherry blossoms, the girl in the intricately floral dress opens the door, radiating confidence and perhaps a hint of mischief. Who knew answering the door could feel like unveiling a surprise party? Her eyes widen, a deep-rooted fear etched across her face as the world around her blurs, frozen in time, like her coffee that's definitely gone cold. Shatterproof? Not today. With a glass of crimson liquid in hand and a scowl etched on his face, the guy with the perfectly coiffed hair raises an eyebrow. Quite late to call this morning, don't you think? Glare included, of course. The guy with the fancy shirt is deep in thought, his patterned sleeve rolling up as if it's preparing for action. Maybe he's plotting a heist or just selecting a tie. The guy in the snazzy vest shakes his head, smirking at the back of the red-haired girl, confident in her ability to nap through life's chaos. But hey, naps are essential, right? With fiery eyes and a tone sharper than a chef's knife, the girl with the mesmerizing hair demands action. Stop playing doorman, this isn't a pizza joint. Edith Rigglehoff stands in a world of shadows, her heart racing as nausea washes over her. What is happening, she wonders, feeling like the universe just flipped the script. And her stomach. With a fierce glance that could shatter glass, she stands amidst the fragmented chaos. Identity confirmed, now the world better watch out, because this girl means business. As shards of reality ripple around her, the girl braces herself, a mix of determination and dread filling her heart. Because nothing says fun like diving headfirst into someone else's memories, right? In a dazzling burst, the girl with fiery red hair squints against the blinding light, her expression a chaotic mix of curiosity and terror, like she just spotted her ex at a party. A figure cloaked in shadows stands at the edge, balancing on a precipice of uncertainty. With a heart pounding like a bongo drum, they ponder if leaping is really worth the risk or just a bad idea. The guy with the guilt-ridden face pleads desperately, eyes wide. "Please forgive me," he cries, like a kid caught stealing cookies. Only the cookies are secrets, and the consequences are deadly. The girl in the gown, with a flair for drama, pleads with her towering father, who looks impeccably polished but doesn't buy the tears. Meanwhile, the polished son stands by, clearly judging her too melodramatic performance. She stands alone, the night wrapping around her like a secret. Memories tug at her hair, whispering, "Once you dared to dream," as shadows dance just out of reach. In a galaxy of regret, the girl with the worried brow pleads for mercy, her heart pounding like a drum solo. Shoulders tense, she can't help but wonder, is forgiveness just a fairy tale? Confusion swirls like a storm cloud over the guy with the perplexed expression. He thought villainy came with a manual. But wait, why does this supposed villain look more like a misunderstood artist? Behind the glamorous facade, the woman with the cascading hair crumbles like a sandcastle at high tide. Public applause fades, leaving only the echoes of her inner turmoil. Trapped and desperate, the girl with flowing purple hair pounds on the door, pleas echoing in the eerie silence. Apologies spilling like broken glass, but no one's listening. The guy with shaggy blonde hair leans in, smirking, as shadows dance around them. "Time to earn your keep," he challenges, his eyes glinting with mischief. "No pressure, right?" In a lavish ballroom, the guy with the slicked back hair leans in, smirking like he just stole a cookie from the jar, while she clutches her pen nervously, eyes wide. Is that a flirt or a threat? Decked out in over-the-top gowns and bling, she practically screamed, "Look at me, I'm the Rigglehoff family's walking advertisement." The only thing missing? A personal hype squad. Draped in luxurious lace and glimmering jewels, the woman with fiery red hair exudes both elegance and danger. It's like she's ready for a gala or an impromptu duel. Who knows? In a lavish house draped in darkness, her once vibrant spirit is crushed under the weight of others' rage. An unwilling punching bag, she learns even servants throw some punches, not just shade. Crouched in shadows, the girl with tangled hair hugs her knees tightly, desperate for warmth. A blood-stained floor whispers tales of horror, while a stray beam of light teases hope. Asha huddles in the shadows, the remnants of a shattered world marked on her skin. She clutches her knees, hoping the dirt hides her pain, if only filth could erase memories. Underneath the shimmering facade, the Rigglehoff family's prized doll, with her porcelain skin and red hair, felt more like a gilded cage than a cozy home, sans the freedom to escape. Amidst the shadows, the girl with wild, tangled hair cradles her bruised face, each smudge a whisper of her struggles. She's a fighter, but tonight, even the bravest need a nap. The girl in black stands tall, arms crossed, an eyebrow raised as if she's asking, "Really? That's all you've got?" Meanwhile, the girl in red sits, looking far more contemplative, awkward silence alert. In a shadowy abyss, a girl with flowing hair gazes anxiously at a silhouetted figure, doubt hanging in the air like a bad perfume. "You think you can do it?" she asks, as hope collides with anxiety. With a stutter that could rival a malfunctioning robot, she stands frozen, love-struck and terrified, eyes wide like a deer caught in headlights. Maybe offering snacks next time would help? Panic spreads across her face like spilled coffee on a white shirt. "I?" The words dangle in the air, heavy as a lead balloon, what's dangling on the edge of her lips. The room crackles with tension as a bearded man unleashes Edith Rigelhoff's name like a curse. Clearly, someone's about to wish they had stayed in bed. Drama llama alert! The sharply dressed guy's frustration erupts like a fireworks show gone wrong. "Are you even listening to me?" he shouts, while the sound of a bang suggests his dramatic flair could use a little editing. Her heart races as he slams his hand on the table. Why does he always have to make a scene? Flinching, she wonders if dramatic flair runs in the family. The guy with the slicked back hair grimaces, teeth clenched in frustration. Because nothing screams, "I'm in trouble," like an angry silence and furrowed brows. Am I right? With a furrowed brow, the redhead sweats the details, feeling the weight of the world, or at least the judgment of the Rudwicks, pressure her like a bear hug from a grizzly. "No pressure," she mutters, rolling her eyes at her own dramatic flair. With her crimson hair cascading like an autumn waterfall, she coolly drops a reminder. Negotiations are tricky, but so is remembering all the plot twists in this game of cat and mouse. In the shadowy depths of their scheme, a voice whispers, "We need 3 maids for Phase 2, as if they're planning a surprise party instead of world domination. "Yes," comes the eager reply, because who doesn't love a good plot twist? Shadows cling to her figure as she glances back, a heavy weight draped over the words, "Yes, Father." Ominous cosmic whispers intertwine, vows echo through lifetimes. Oh, eternity just got an upgrade. A shadowy figure laments their fate, exasperation etched across their face. Why do I always end up with these sitcom-worthy disasters? Because who doesn't love a little family drama, right? Under a halo of sunlight, the girl with fiery red hair stands outside a grand house, gripping the edge of her glasses, trying to decide if she should knock or run away. What's more terrifying, awkward small talk or confronting her past? In a garden brimming with secrets, a striking woman in a lavish dress glares with fiery confidence, while 2 men awkwardly fumble their greeting, unsure who's more out of place. Drama's in the air, and someone's definitely about to spill the tea, literally or metaphorically. The girl with the cascading waves of crimson hair, eyes piercing like a hawk, braces herself. She's ready to unravel secrets. Hope her notes aren't on a napkin again. Duke Rudwick and Count Regelhoff. 2 guys whose epic rivalry has stretched since childhood, like a tug of war where both players forgot the rope and just ended up arguing over snacks. Once rivals in prestige, their paths diverged dramatically. Count Rudwick's heroics catapulted him from regal to regaler. Meanwhile, others were left wondering if they could order a pizza through aristocracy. Amidst the clash of kingdoms, the guy with the wild black hair stares wide-eyed as arrows rain down like confetti. Party's over, and he forgot the umbrella. Welcome to Rigelhoff, folks. Beneath a cloak of starlight, our armored hero stands, brooding like he lost a bet with the universe. Is that a cape or a fancy tablecloth? Either way, it's dramatic. Count Rigelhoff, with dramatic flair, believed the universe conspired against him, snatching his precious title of Duke. I mean, who needs enemies when your own title's out for revenge? Edith stands in her wedding dress, bouquet in hand, blissfully unaware of the family drama brewing. Who knew love could be the ultimate undercover operation? Surprise! Spy versus bride. Clutching her jeweled necklace like it's a secret diary, the mysterious lady ponders the treacherous secrets of the Rudwicks. Drama, intrigue, and perhaps a little gossip are definitely in the air. With a shuddering breath, the girl with the striking red hair battles her tears. Seize the moment, she whispers to herself, because crying won't get her that promotion, right? The girl in regal attire clutches a sparkling gemstone, her expression a mix of hope and despair, as if she's about to throw a glittery lifeline into the abyss of chaos. The girl with fiery locks knows how to thrive, basking in sunlight while plotting her next move. Next to her, the girl in white is all seriousness, definitely not here for the dramatics. In a world where elegance meets rebellion, the woman in the ruffled gown stands, a vision of contradiction, vines of flowers tangled with her resolute spirit. No wonder her dress has commitment issues. With determination etched on her face, the girl channels her inner survivalist, Edith's blunders echoing in her mind like an obnoxious alarm clock. She's ready to rewrite fate with style. Looks like we've hit a blank screen here. Just imagine a dramatic scene with a guy sweating bullets, wondering if he remembered to lock the door before leaving. Spoiler, he didn't. A cliffhanger for the ages. Just when the plot thickens, the screen fades to black, and the suspense is thicker than Grandma's secret recipe. What's next in this frog-filled adventure? Every villain in a romantic fantasy isn't just born with a sinister laugh. Nope, they've all likely faced those awkward lunchroom moments of rejection and cosmic drama before taking a dark turn. With a determined glint in her eye, she swore to dodge Edith's blunders like they were dodgy exes at a wedding. No epic fails today, just smart moves and a slightly nervous smile. A sleek black stiletto with a crimson flower steps into the sunlight, contrasting sharply with the lavish vintage cart beside it. Cue the dramatic entrance, because who doesn't love a little flair? The lady in crimson, eyes shadowed with secrets, stands at a crossroads, his touch tingling like a lazy summer day, yet she feels fall's chill creeping in. What a plot twist! In a sea of opulent blooms, she clutches delicate pearls, her gaze piercing through the petals. Those eyes, intense enough to make even the bravest hearts flutter, cue the dramatic music. Beneath a sky bursting with light, the majestic mansion looms, an elegant castle whispering secrets and echoes of grandeur. The girl with the fiery hair stares, dreams dancing in her eyes. The grand palace looms, a monument of opulence surrounded by manicured gardens. Guests sip champagne, pretending to enjoy small talk, while secretly plotting whose outfit is the most outrageous. In a swirl of pastel hues, the woman in a velvet gown glides toward two men. One is fidgeting, the other lost in thought. Awkward encounters where vibrant fashion meets awkward tension. The guy with the slicked-back hair scoffs as his gaze sweeps over the opulent mansion. No wonder Count Wrigglehoff's envy levels are off the charts. Living here is like bedtime stories come to life. The guy in the sharp uniform scoffs, eyeing the lavish manor like it's a shiny but useless trinket. Looks great, but trust me, it's just a gilded cage for hollow hearts. The guy with the floppy hair looks slightly confused, as if he just woke up from a nap. Rudwick Manor, he muses, realizing it's going to be fancy and probably awkward. The impeccably dressed butler, sporting a distinguished mustache, announces the Duke and Duchess are waiting inside. His tone drips with urgency, because let's face it, royalty hates being kept waiting. The guy with the slicked-back hair and an overzealous bow tie gestures grandly, as if leading the queen herself through a palace. Step right this way. No pressure, but my tips depend on it. The guy with the slicked-back hair grins like he just found a forgotten piece of chocolate. Come, my lovely Edith, he beckons with a twinkle, as if they're about to audition for a rom-com. With a smug grin and a flick of her hair, the queen of sarcasm performs a flawless verbal pirouette, leaving her audience reeling. Apparently, she excels in both charm and plot twists. In a Gothic palace, the girl in heels and lace rushes down the stairs, a storm brewing in her heart. Yes, father, she echoes, but that high-pitched tone hides her defiance. With a reassuring frown, the girl breathes in deeply, ready to face another week of family drama. I can handle this, she whispers, probably channeling her inner superhero amid the chaos. A lonely figure stands before the grand Rudwick estate, heart racing and palms sweating, wondering if this aging mansion holds the answers or just a few more plot twists. Who needs reality when you've got drama like this? Welcome to a world where reincarnation isn't just a second chance, it's a whole new game. Buckle up for twists, turns, and a few too many life lessons that come with snacks. In an empty void, a single circle floats, the uncertainty palpable, like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. Is it a cosmic joke, or just the universe's way of saying, think harder? In the opulent room, a tense air thickens as the aristocrats gather. Count Wrigglehoff holds court, flanked by his oblivious heir and a mismatched crew. Who knew family dinners could feel like a royal summit? A long, tense dining table where silence thickens the air even more than the fancy napkins. The guy in the sleek suit and the stern-faced woman exchange glances. This feast is not for the faint-hearted. Everyone scrambles as whispers of Lady Edith Regelhoff's arrival send shockwaves through the crowd. Because who doesn't love a grand entrance and the ensuing chaos that follows? The girl with the radiant red hair gasps, eyes sparkling like someone just dropped a diamond in her punch. Who knew a suit could cause this level of swoon? Meet the daydreamer, bursting with disbelief. Imagine picturing your heroes, then bumping into them in the grocery store, awkwardly asking for an autograph while desperately avoiding eye contact. The guy with perfectly tousled hair leans in, his smile warm like freshly baked bread, saying, "Hope the journey was smooth. Your stomach's about to thank you for dinner." He's clearly a culinary magician. In a lavish ballroom, the dapper man with a perfectly groomed beard stands like a statue, while the lady beside him feigns grace, probably hoping her corset doesn't burst. Who knew being fancy was this exhausting? The guy in the fancy coat must be Duke Axel, while the elegantly poised woman beside him, yes, that's Duchess Jocelyn, effortlessly stealing the spotlight like a diva at a karaoke bar. The girl with the dreamy gaze can hardly contain herself. Cliff, the male lead, stands before her, radiating charm like he just stepped off a fashion runway. Swoon alert, reality just got really, ridiculously handsome. With a smirk that could sink ships, the guy with the piercing golden eyes makes heartbeats skip, and not just because of his charm. Drowning in his gaze? Totally worth it. Rice, the blonde beauty blooming like a spring flower, captures gazes like a pro. With a radiant smile, she leaves folks swooning. Talk about winning the genetic lottery. A girl with long, silky hair ponders deeply, fingers poised thoughtfully against her cheek. She's clearly scheming. Hopefully, it's not about hijacking a candy factory this time. In a moment swallowed by doubt, the guy with the brooding eyes stares at the horizon, realizing the man she's marrying might just be an overcooked fantasy. Talk about a plot twist. The nobleman's chiseled jaw clenches, a storm brewing behind his piercing gaze. With the glimmering brooch, he's torn between duty and the rebellious desire to break free, because rules are so last century. With a startled gasp, the girl's red hair cascades against her pale skin, heart pounding like a drum at the unexpected sound. Was that a ghost, or just her imagination? With a heart pounding louder than a rock concert, the girl with flowing crimson locks stares defiantly. This isn't fair. Her dramatic flair could win an Oscar. Seriously. A light bulb moment. She finally sees the appeal. Maybe it's the charming smile or the mystery that surrounds him. Edith clearly wasn't just tossing darts at a board. Meet Mr. Perfectly Chiseled. Sharp chin, defined nose, and a vibe that screams, "I'm brooding, but make it fashion." He's like an ice sculpture. Beautiful, but don't hug him too tightly. In his lavishly embroidered coat, the guy with the piercing gaze emanates royal confidence. Arms crossed like a seasoned diplomat, it's clear he knows the art of charm and the art of trouble. With thighs like tree trunks and shoulders that could hold up the sky, he's a walking contradiction. Seriously, should we be checking for a secret genetic experiment or just good genes? The guy with the icy stare could freeze a volcano. His glare pierces through the shenanigans around him, silently declaring, "Mess with me, and I'll serve up regret on a plate." The guy with the brooding gaze contemplates his choices, each one heavier than the last. Clearly, he could use some therapy, or at least a good cup of coffee. With a mischievous grin and a blush creeping up her cheeks, the girl with wild auburn locks reminds herself to play cool, because losing it in public is so last season. Oops. A heart heavy with resignation, she stares at empty space, wrestling with the gut-wrenching truth. Maybe it's time to let go, or develop a weird obsession with cats. A feast fit for a king, or someone with an insatiable appetite. Plates overflow with crispy fries, juicy steak, and golden waffles, promising a culinary adventure and a glorious food coma. A dazzling lobster on a pristine plate, dripping with allure and drizzled in butter, as if it's winking at you with delicious secrets. Just hope it doesn't start telling tales. A juicy steak sizzles on the plate, perfectly seared with grill marks like runway stripes. Beside it, golden bananas wait patiently, probably thinking, "You promised me a smoothie." A messy-haired dreamer stares at a photo, lost in a sea of memories. It's a whirlwind of nostalgia. Right when you think happiness, they remind you of heartbreak. With a flick of her fork, the elegant lady tastes a morsel, savoring the luxury of aristocracy like it's her birthright. And boy, does it taste rich. Who knew meat could melt away worries? With a furrowed brow and anxiety radiating from her, the worried mother knows the reality. No parent can truly relax when sending their daughter into the unknown, even if it's just to school. With a nervous gulp, the girl with luxurious auburn hair braces herself. The showdown is about to begin. Great, just what she needs. More drama than a soap opera. A hopeful voice cut through the clouds like a knife. I've got a couple of maids on standby, because who wouldn't want childhood friends to help with adulting, right? The suave guy in the dapper suit leans in, a confident smirk plastered on his face, while the girl with striking crimson locks feigns a smile, clearly in over her head but trying to play it cool. Who knew escorting a charming rogue could feel like waltzing on a tightrope? With a fork in one hand and a knife in the other, she contemplates life choices, convinced that the people who know her best are the only ones who can save her. Good luck with that. In the opulent ballroom, the guy with the suave beard steals glances at the lady in pink, whose expression suggests she'd rather be anywhere else, like a dentist's office. Awkward silence dripping with tension. Anyone? With a wry smile, the maid lifts an eyebrow, suggesting her skills might rival those of a master chef. Who knew polishing silver could be so artful? With an eyebrow arched and a fork poised menacingly, the guy with the devil-may-care smile leans in, his curiosity piqued. Duchess Rudwick, are you really suggesting that this steak is somehow magical? With a sly grin, the guy with the perfectly slicked back hair throws shade like confetti, questioning the newcomer's housekeeping skills. Welcome to the family, sarcasm included at no extra charge. Dressed to the nines, Mr. Dapper Fork relishes his decadent dessert like it holds the secrets of the universe. One bite, and he might just unlock his next big scheme. The guy with the sharp jawline and even sharper glare stands tall, flanked by the mysterious girl whose intense stare could slice through tension like a hot knife through butter. Glamour mingles with secrets. The guy with the neatly trimmed beard glances at the red-haired girl, whose frosty aura nearly freezes time. Cold hangs in the air, almost sarcastic, like a bad joke at a summer barbecue. In a dimly lit dining room, tension simmers as the group exchanges steely glances. Even if they don't, someone whispers, hinting at secrets dark enough to roast a marshmallow over. With a sultry smirk and a lace-clad shoulder, she plays puppet master, relishing the chaos she ignites, because really, if they're not grumbling, what's the point of a good drama? With a smile that could melt steel, the lady in black holds a shimmering red gem close, her eyes gleaming with secrets, plotting some drama that even soap operas would envy. In a gown that sparkles like a disco ball, she stands her ground, ready to cut the familial cord. Father, I'm really fine without them. Sassy confidence brimming like an overfilled teacup. The barefoot girl with fiery hair rolls her eyes, sighing as she brushes off her father's marriage plans. Clueless? Me? Please, I can't even boil water without starting a fire. She's a vision in crimson lace, exuding confidence like she just won a staring contest with the sun. Meanwhile, the guy with a 5 o'clock shadow couldn't look more clueless. Classic. Amidst a flurry of delicate roses, a figure cloaked in mystery contemplates love's capricious nature, wondering if romance blooms or wilts like her wilting plant collection. She really should water those. What's wrong with you? Echoes the sharp, panicked voice infused with disbelief. It's the classic question, perfect for when you've just witnessed a truly questionable life choice. The guy with the perfectly slicked back hair explodes with frustration, his voice booming against the eerie silence. You're useless, he screeches, as a creature's deafening roar shakes the very ground. Someone's getting the blame. The blonde aristocrat fidgets nervously, his elegant cape clashing with his awkwardness. The striking redhead beside him seems utterly unimpressed, her expression screaming, "Really? You wore that?" As the tension crackles in the air, she feels it, an electric charge that promises chaos. Just when you think it's a quiet day, here comes the roller coaster. Her voice trembles with urgency, eyes wide as saucers. Father, didn't you see Duke Rudwick's face? It's a mix of distress and disbelief. She's pretty sure he's hiding a secret behind that smug smile. The girl with the vibrant hair fidgets, eyes wide as she recalls the suspicious maids. Seriously, were they spies or just overzealous housekeepers? Nervous much? She quips, laughing off her panic. With fiery determination, the woman in lavish lace declares, this marriage isn't about romance. It's a clever ruse. Meanwhile, Mr. Moppy Hair looks like he'd rather be anywhere else. With a furrowed brow, the brooding nobleman questions the wisdom of his decision, bringing maids who might as well have spy stamped on their foreheads. Talk about a hospitality fail. The guy in the fancy suit smirks, confidence radiating off him like a cheap cologne. What do you think you're going to accomplish solo? Become the hero of your own bad sequel. With a determined tilt of her head, the auburn-haired woman declares her plan. Think this through, father. I'll first charm the manor solo before you swoop in with your dramatic flair. The guy with the worried brow knows the stakes. Rice is mentioned like a dangerous secret. Time is on his side, but will it be a ticking time bomb? A blank canvas stretches out before us, much like the morning after a wild party. Possibilities hang in the air, but all that's present are those pesky little thoughts, almost like confetti. The girl with cascading red hair gazes intently, her eyes wide with determination. First of all, we need to win over their trust, she declares, ready to tackle this emotional minefield. In her elegant gown, the mysterious woman clutches her chest, a mix of shock and intrigue on her face. Is it the ghostly whispers around her, or just bad fashion advice? With petals fluttering around like secret whispers, the schemer plots. Once they trust me, I'll play the homesick card, a classic. Who could resist a few maids in distress? The suave man with the meticulously groomed beard contemplates life's mysteries, or perhaps just what to order for dinner. Decisions. Does he go bold, or just plain boring? With a steely gaze, he pleads, just trust me, father. His words hanging in the air like a cloud of uncertainty. Because sometimes trust is as rare as a unicorn sighting. Tension crackled in the air like electricity, as if the universe held its breath. Friends exchanged glances, wondering who would snap next, because that's what happens when drama turns everyone into a ticking time bomb. Amidst pastel petals and memories swirling like confetti, she stands at the altar holding her breath, one moment away from forever. Let's hope the cake is as sweet as the vows. Under a heavenly glow, the guy with the slick hair prays fervently, hoping divine Wi-Fi helps his family building dreams. Spoiler, it's not a family reunion, it's a holy assembly. In a world where royal weddings are only slightly less dramatic than soap operas, the bride, with her dazzling red hair and pearls, flashes a teasing smile, ready for love or chaos. The groom, just trying to remember if he left the oven on. Freedom feels like a breath of fresh air. With a triumphant grin and a bounce in their step, they're ready to ditch the drama and embrace life on their own terms. Daunting, but so worth it. A golden aura shimmers, casting an ethereal glow over the scene as vows hang in the air like a well-timed punchline. Hershen's blessings? Just what every couple needs to avoid the "I fought over the remote" phase. In a sunlit chamber, the dashing prince in shimmering white braces himself. Love or betrayal hangs thick in the air like a dramatic telenovela. Meanwhile, the bride, adorned with a floral crown, stands ready. Will today be champagne or heartbreak? Under a shimmering chandelier, the elegantly dressed couple stands, eyes locked in a moment suspended in time, until the groom's shoes squeak, reminding everyone he's definitely not a ninja. In a sea of love and anticipation, the moment arrives. Hearts race as two souls prepare to seal their fate with rings, because who doesn't love a little shiny commitment? Amidst towering floral arches, a little prince with messy hair delivers a delicate cake, while the flower girl, sporting a crown of blooms, radiates cuteness. Wedding magic or adorable chaos? You be the judge. A girl with flowing auburn hair and big, expressive eyes surveys the room, a mixture of excitement and nerves swirling within her, like a cat on a hot tin roof. What's about to unfold? The stunning woman with flowing crimson hair gazes down, a smirk playing on her lips. How adorable, she muses, a mix of charm and mischief dancing in her eyes. Ruffled feathers incoming. Her fiery red hair frames a gaze that could melt ice, but today, it's more like a volcano ready to erupt. Who knew the drama of everyday life could be so hot? With a glare sharper than his fancy collar, the guy with impeccable fashion sense is ready to cut through the tension like a hot knife through butter. What's brewing underneath that well-groomed exterior? With a sigh and a hint of exasperation, the bride's piercing gaze cuts through the fluffy flowers. Killian's daydreams of romance are officially toast. Ready for another bumpy ride? Two hands clutch a plush burgundy pillow, showcasing an ornate lace doily like a wedding cake for your eyes, while sparkling rings gleam. Yep, love is officially on the menu. Amidst pastel blooms, the girl with the vibrant red hair stares longingly at her reflection, lost in dreams of romance. Who knew self-reflection could feel so tragically glamorous? In her stunning white gown, she exudes elegance, but the playful flick of her wrist hints at mischief brewing beneath the surface. Who knew brides could pull off sass with lace? As the glimmering ring hovers above a hopeful hand, the truth strikes like a lightning bolt. He doesn't. She's trapped in a rom-com plot twist, minus the laugh track. Dressed in a stunning wedding gown, she flashes a confident smile, but that bead of sweat says it all. Does he really dare to brush hands with a queen? The bride, decked out in layers of tulle and drama, rolls her eyes at the groom's goofy antics. Really? Is this a wedding or a kindergarten field trip? In her captivating white gown, the radiant woman with flowing red hair clutches a bouquet nervously, her eyes sparkling with hope. Love's chaos starts brewing, but don't let anyone spill the metaphorical tea. Caught off guard, the girl with the wild curls blinks, her mind racing. Huh? She mutters, as if her brain just hit the pause button on reality. In a dazzling wedding gown, the bride's eyes shimmer with anxious anticipation, as if she's about to step into a fairy tale or perhaps a horror show. Her smile? It needs a bit more practice. She clutches the sparkling bouquet, fingers trembling like they just swallowed a triple shot of espresso. His gaze pierces through the veil, wondering if love or a panic attack awaits. With a swift, elegant motion, he adjusts his collar, expertly showcasing the intricate brooch that sparkles like $1 million smile, perfect for royal drama part-time magician. Glide on, smooth operator. A mischievous chuckle dances across the expansive blue canvas, hinting at the chaos about to unfold. It's the calm before the storm. Someone's plotting, and it's going to be wild. In a wild twist of fate, the bride bursts into laughter, her bouquet slipping away as thunderous giggles echo in the backdrop. Apparently, wedding nerves just love a good punchline. With a heart racing faster than a caffeinated squirrel, she glances at her wedding ring, pure panic under that pretty exterior. Is she ready for I do, or just oh no? She grips the bouquet like it's her last lifeline, white-knuckled and trembling. The wedding jitters amp up as she contemplates running, or at least hiding behind that giant cake. The bride's fingers tremble, clutching her bouquet like a life raft in a sea of nerves. That ring? It's sparkling, but the fear of I do is sparkling brighter. With a haughty glance, the woman with cascading crimson locks and a pearl necklace sighs, "Humph." It's the kind of exhale that could deflate a hot air balloon. Awkward. The girl with the crossed arms and a sharp gaze is hiding a storm inside. Bravado can't shield her from yearning. Sure, I didn't want your attention, she huffs, sarcasm dripping like rain. Amidst the silken drapes, the guy in the fancy suit smirks, all poised and royal, while the bride with the radiant smile is too busy plotting their escape. Because who likes a boring wedding? The girl with golden hair bites her lip. A bouquet of flowers feels heavier than a ton of bricks. Is she a bride or a nervous participant in a bouquet toss battle? In a lavish hall, the bride's gaze drifts, shadows of doubt clouding her heart. Next to her, the groom's chiseled jaw tightens. Surely he forgot to pay the DJ, right? Caught in a whirlwind of wedding bells, the bride's hands tremble, clutching flowers as if they're a lifeline, while her groom's sparkle hints at secrets hidden beneath that pristine suit. With a smirk that could incite an international incident, the brooding guy with the perfect jawline exudes confidence. Little does he know, the refreshing drink he's holding may soon become a weapon of chaos. The guy with the sleek black hair has a frown that could cut glass. Clearly, he's wrestling with some serious thoughts, like how to avoid awkward family reunions. A utopian dream unfurls, free from tyrannical dads and pesky brothers. Just imagine, lazy days, endless hobbies, and zero parental pressure. Who knew freedom could feel so cozy? Under a sparkling chandelier, a couple stands at the altar, surrounded by opulent decor. The air is thick with anticipation, like someone forgot to air out the wedding jitters. A figure clad in flowing white glides over the crimson carpet, looking both divine and mildly confused, like they just walked into the wrong party and everyone's staring. That's all unheard news, they declare, as if holding a cosmic secret and a slightly awkward icebreaker at the same time. A wistful soul clutches a fragile stem of hope, dreaming of new beginnings and wild adventures. Fingers crossed for unicorns and maybe a pet dragon this time around. With a burst of relief, she shouts, "I'm finally free." It's as if her chains were made of bubble wrap. Pop, pop, pop. Freedom has never felt so buoyant. Finally, freed from the grip of that suffocating dress, she lets out a dramatic sigh, like a fish out of water. Who knew fashion could feel like a chokehold? Draped in an elegant gown, she exudes grace, but her clenched hands betray the storm of thoughts brewing inside. Maybe the couch is judging her fashion choice too. In a wedding dress scandal, her confidence fights against dangerously low cuts and stilts that could rival skyscrapers. Edith's taste will be the end of me, she laments, stifling a laugh. With a hair flip that could rival a shampoo commercial, the girl with flowing red locks reaches for the sky, yelling Yahoo like she just won the lottery. But wait, what's that noise? Knock, knock. With a brush in hand and a wavy mane that could cause traffic jams, she glances toward the door, her voice oozing nonchalance. Yes, come in. Hopefully it's not another bill collector. The girl with the striking red hair bites her lip nervously, glancing over her shoulder. Lady Edith? She whispers, like she's about to spill the tea on a royal scandal. It seems you've uploaded a blank image. Are we trying to evoke the mystery of a blank canvas? Or maybe it's just a really, really dramatic pause. Either way, the suspense is killing me. A spotlight on dramatic tension. The girl with flowing red hair gasps, "Oh, Miss Rice," as the chandelier sparkles overhead, because nothing screams suspense like a chandelier in a tense moment. The girl in the elegant dress, with hair as golden as a summer sunrise, looks nervously at the mysterious figure beside her. "What do you need?" she asks, heart racing. A golden chandelier hangs like a crown above the room, casting sparkles of light, like the universe decided to throw a party and forgot to invite anyone. Seriously, talk about dramatic illumination. With wide, innocent eyes and a heart in turmoil, the girl in white clutches a precious pendant, pondering if it will save her from an impending family drama. Cue the eye rolls. A delicate hand adorned in lace and petals reaches out like a starlet in a romantic drama. You see, a moment hangs in the air, but wait, where's the popcorn? The air is thick with anticipation as words hang like fruit, ripe and ready to drop. I just wanted to tell you something. Classic line, making hearts race faster than a caffeine buzz. The suspense hangs thick like a fog on a mystery-laden road. To be continued is code for, I hope you're not binge-watching anything else tonight. Looks like we're staring into the void of creativity. Maybe our imagination can't help but go for coffee. Let's add some color and see what happens next. In a fancy room dripping with opulence, a nervous voice whispers, Edith?" The chandelier above dangles like a pleading question mark. What's about to unravel under this lavish pressure? With eyes as blue as a summer sky, the girl holds a gem like it's the last slice of pizza, priceless, but full of pressure. What's the big secret behind that blush? In a world of blooming roses and delicate lace, a lone hand reaches out, gentle, hesitant. Will it grasp the dreams hidden in the floral chaos or retreat into silence? With a heart pounding like a drum solo, they took a deep breath, ready to spill the secret that felt heavier than a grocery bag on a roller coaster ride. The girl with the doe eyes furrows her brow, a flash of recollection sparking like fireworks. "Oh, right," she mutters, teasing a messy memory from wedding day chaos. Did someone trip into the cake again? Rice tiptoes into Edith's bridal suite, her heart pounding like a drum at a party. She's not just after cake, but to mend the chaos Killian stirred up. Will her apology be sweet or totally awkward? The girl in the wedding dress, trembling and wide-eyed, receives Rice's hesitant apology like a poorly wrapped gift. Awkward and full of unspoken emotions, but still a step forward. Edith's cheeks burn like a chili pepper as whispers swirl around her, turning her humiliation into a 5-alarm fire. Killian, the Ice King, just sips his drink, utterly unfazed. Rye's face drops as the accusation hangs in the air like bad perfume. The wedding crasher's white dress choice clearly wasn't the wedding gift everyone wanted. Awkward, The fierce woman with flowing hair unleashes her soul-shattering roar, claiming her ground. I'm Killian's wife now. Talk about a power move. This isn't your average marital spat. The anxious blonde girl in the frilly white dress looks like she just caught her crush holding hands with someone else. Heart racing, palms sweating. Is this a soap opera or reality? Edith's fiery glare could melt ice, and honestly, who wouldn't be furious? Someone needs to hand her a stress ball, or maybe just an ice cream to chill out. Caught mid-thought, she's rocking that subtle, I'm definitely contemplating life choices smile, while hair flows like a romantic movie's dream sequence. Just don't ask her to make a decision. Not Edith stands firm, self-assured, as if the universe couldn't handle their sass. Who knew the protagonist could cause such a ruckus? Guess they're more popular than they thought. With her golden locks framing a troubled face, the girl with the regretful gaze reaches out, blurting out an apology for Killian's antics. She's still trying to figure out that guy's logic. The girl with the golden hair fidgets, her eyes pleading. Please, don't judge Killian just by that frosty glare. His heart's in there somewhere, buried under layers of sarcasm and mystery. With tear-glossed eyes and hair like spun gold, she stands frozen, caught between hope and despair. But he's yearning for a knight in shining armor who just doesn't show up. Beneath that outer shell of toughness, you'd find a heart more tender than a marshmallow over a campfire. That cute little girl has even the most hardened hearts melting like butter. In a swirl of pink hearts and daydreams, the girl with the cascading red hair can't help but smile. She's clearly imagining her next romantic escapade, or just really excited about cake. The girl with sparkling blonde locks strides in, radiating warmth like a walking sunbeam. Is it possible to be both dazzling and utterly clueless? Hold on, sunshine. She's the girl with ethereal beauty, hair like spun gold, and eyes that sparkle like freshly washed windows. Honestly, how is she not immortal with a setup like that? In a world of frills and lace, the girl in white hugs herself, caught between her glamour and the weight of expectations, like wearing a corset made of dreams and dread. Who knew a dress could feel like a straitjacket? Amid blooming flowers, she radiates beauty, but it's her kindness that truly shines. Like a rare gem, her heart sparkles brighter than all those pretty petals combined. Watch out, world. In a world where romantic fantasies reign, our pragmatic dreamer knows a friend is a must. After all, survival trumps solitary daydreams, even when romance feels like a soap opera. With a glimmer in her eye and a knowing smile, the red-haired beauty seems to hold the universe's secrets, or at least the counsel on how to avoid awkward small talk. With a sigh, the raven-haired girl in the elegant dress reveals the sticky truth. She's in a romantic dilemma, starring an unwilling groom. Just add popcorn for the drama. The girl with striking blue eyes seems torn, clutching her chest as if weighing the gravity of forgiveness. Because who wouldn't want to overlook a little drama for potential romance? With urgency in her voice, the girl with golden locks calls out, "Lady Edith," as if her very life depended on it. Because knowing this world, it just might. With wide, shimmering blue eyes, the girl's heart races as her secret is exposed. Surprise mingles with a blush, making her feel like she just stepped into a rom-com. Awkward, but oh so amusing. Feeling like a hamster on a wheel, the new kid knows sweet-talking Riche is the golden ticket to survival in the uptight world of the Rudwicks. Fingers crossed, right? Lady Edith beams with pride, basking in compliment glory, as if she just discovered a hidden talent for adulting. Finally. Who knew maturity could come with a side of sparkles? With hair like spun gold and eyes that sparkle brighter than the sun, the girl beams with anticipation, dreaming of a world where all her wishes come true, preferably with cake involved. The girl with the flowing blonde hair gasps, hands over her mouth, a wave of shocking revelation washing over her. Who knew a simple flash could pack such a punch? With a dramatic flair, the girl with flaming red hair shields her eyes, overwhelmed by the sparkling brilliance around her. Is it hot in here, or is it just my hair, she thinks. Rice beams, a flower in her hair and joy in her heart. You look great in that dress today, she says, and suddenly they're both drowning in compliments. Build a better self-esteem workshop? The girl with the golden locks blushes furiously, flabbergasted by the compliment, while her confident friend smirks, ready to take her flattery game to the next level. Cue the love fest. Looks like someone's hit the pause button on our story. Just give me some visuals or prompts, and I'll whip up some dramatic flair with a side of humor. Let's get this campfire going. The girl with the golden hair cowers inside her lavish room, eyes wide as if the towels are a forbidden treasure. Thanks, she replies, half hoping it's not a trap. The girl with flowing blonde locks gasps, eyes wide with regret. She's kept her friend waiting like a forgotten pancake on a hot griddle. I'm sorry, she stammers, clearly frazzled. With her fiery hair, Miss Rice captures attention as someone leans in, grinning like a kid eyeing a cookie jar. I could just eat you up, they tease, but she ain't dessert. The girl with the cascading red locks flashes a playful grin, her eyes sparkling with mischief. Have a good night and see you tomorrow, she chirps, because who doesn't love a little mystery before bed? The empty white space is like the blank moments in life, full of potential but slightly terrifying. It's the cosmic reminder, make your mark, or at least draw a stick figure. In a world where reincarnation comes with a twist, Lemon Frog dares to ask, what if your new life involves more cat hair and less adventure? Buckle up, it's about to get quirky. Looks like I can't see the image you wanted to share. If you provide a description or tell me what's in the image, I'd be thrilled to create a punchy narrative for you. The moment hangs heavy as her dress begins to betray her. One tiny slip, and she's caught in a tug-of-war between elegance and embarrassment. Talk about wardrobe malfunctions. The soon-to-be bride, clad in midnight black, sighs in relief. Finally, a break from wedding chaos. Alone time, here she comes, hopefully without any surprise guests or cake disasters. The barefoot girl with a knack for daydreaming just dropped a shoe like it was hot. Plop, it says, quietly judging her choice of footwear, or lack thereof. In a world where dreams dance like petals, a soft breeze carries whispers of hope. But be careful. A sneeze could change everything. Even the flowers might judge you. In a luxurious bubble bath, the girl with the luxurious red hair leans back, eyes closed, soaking in bliss. Ah, just me, my thoughts, and the occasional rubber ducky. In a sea of petals and warm water, the girl with the soft curls drifts, lost in thought. Because sometimes, introspection requires a bubble bath and a serious lack of clothing. A cascade of vibrant blooms hangs overhead like a floral ceiling, whispering secrets of romance and nostalgia. It's a garden party waiting for confessions, laughter, and perhaps a cake disaster. The soon-to-be Duchess beams with self-indulgence, picturing her lavish future, bubble baths, maids, maybe even a loyal pet goldfish named Sir Bubbles. I'm living the dream, she thinks, grinning. Megan reclines in a bubble bath, a smirk on her face. Who needs Wi-Fi anyway? It's blissful procrastination. Bills, brothers, and coworkers can wait. Relaxation over obligation always. The drama thickens as our mystery speaker boldly declares their intentions, likely sending shivers down spines, or maybe just triggering an eye-roll moment. Whatever's coming next, it's sure to be wild. The bathwater bubbles as the girl with luxurious red locks dreams extravagantly. Tra-la-la, she hums, plotting a life packed with opera, picnics, and those fancy balls. Because why not? The guy with the eyebrow raise can't believe his ears. Is she really going to bathe solo? It's like a rom-com waiting for an awkward twist. Cue the impending chaos. The girl with crimson locks lies back, shock rippling through her like a jolt of coffee. Ah, not again, she thinks. Unexpected surprises really know how to crash a calm moment. A glowing horizon, yet chaos brews beneath. What a heartless rings in the air, as if even the universe rolls its eyes at this dramatic cliffhanger. Perfect time for popcorn. Dressed like he stepped out of a fairy tale, the guy with the dark hair scowls, clearly questioning why he's stuck with a heartless bride instead of living the dream. Talk about a wedding disaster. In a robe that whispers of royalty, the fabric gleams like starlight. This is not just clothing, it's a statement. The golden details scream, I know what I'm doing, and you don't. A sharp-eyed scientist stands on the brink of discovery, papers fluttering like anxious butterflies. If only their coffee could magically translate quantum physics. Now that would be a breakthrough. The girl with fiery red hair freezes, heart racing as she whispers his name. Killian? Her breath catches. Is he a ghost or just a figment of her vivid imagination? In a steamy bubble bath, the girl with cascading crimson locks embraces a moment of bliss, rose petals floating like her hopes, simple pleasures, Or perhaps a misguided attempt at romance? Killian, the charming rogue with a penchant for mischief, isn't reading the bridal etiquette manual tonight. Apparently, crashing the bride's suite isn't in chapter 1, but here he is. The guy with the perfectly tousled hair caught between disbelief and a cosmic revelation looks like someone just told him his favorite band broke up. The drama is real. The charmingly brazen bridegroom leans against the doorframe, smirking. Why so shocked? It's not like I've burst in wearing a tutu, yet! He's all cheek and mischief. With a playful smirk, the girl with the cascading red hair reveals her surprise. Oh, I just didn't think you wanted to come tonight. But who wouldn't want to crash this bubble bath party? The girl with the floral headband stares at the rose petals floating in the water, pondering life's mysteries. How on earth did I spill my drink in the bathtub? She chuckles. The guy in the fancy robe stands frozen, eyes wide, as the sultry redhead in the tub smirks, clearly enjoying his discomfort. It's the kind of revelation that screams awkward. With a glaring smirk, she reminded him, "You weren't even trying to hide your little secrets. You practically ghosted me during our own wedding. Ring? What ring?" He shifted uncomfortably. Awkward wasn't even the word for it. As the crimson-haired beauty glances slyly, her smirk suggests secrets linger like bubbles in a bath. Light, airy, but just beneath the surface. Oh boy, here we go. A voice cuts through the silence like a knife. There's a mix of sarcasm and genuine disbelief. "What did you expect?" they ask, eyebrows raised, exasperation on full display. Dressed to the nines, but clearly not in the mood, our stylish hero glares, asking if he's expected to swoon like a lovesick puppy. Spoiler, he's not. His pristine white uniform gleams under the heavy tension, the closeness making her heart race faster than a caffeinated squirrel. What dangerous game are they playing now? The girl with the flowing mahogany locks rolls her eyes, exasperation dripping from her words. "Ridiculous," she mutters, as if the universe just suggested pineapple on pizza. The guy with the brooding eyes looks like he's just lost a game of chess against an octopus, and he's not even sorry about it. You can practically hear the emotional gears grinding, each one begging for a break. She's torn between fury and frustration, eyeing the handsome troublemaker who knows just how to flash that disarming smile. Seriously, can't he just be ugly for once? With a gaze that could melt steel, she contemplates arguing, but her inner voice says, why bother? The eternal struggle of logic versus the madness of a hot temper. Floating in the water, the girl with the cascading red hair clings to her secrets, desperately trying to keep her thoughts afloat while the truth threatens to sink her. A glimmering figure shrouded in ethereal light whispers secrets of longing. The tension hangs heavy. It's like those awkward moments where someone really doesn't want a high five. Surprise! The girl with the sparkly eyes never thought she'd see the mysterious guy lurking in the corner tonight. Will secrets spill, or will awkward silence reign supreme? The guy with the perfectly styled hair leans in, eyes glinting with curiosity. "You sleep here tonight?" he asks, voice low, suddenly feeling like he's playing a game of emotional roulette. Flinch. A regal figure draped in elegant robes stands poised, a dazzling gem gleaming above their heart. The tension hums. Are they about to reveal a secret, or just read the room? The guy in the fancy robe spins around, all elegance and mystery, like he's just become the lead in a soap opera. Who knew turning could be so dramatic? With each thunderous stomp, her shoes echoed like marching soldiers in a battle. She wasn't just late, she was fashionably furious. Watch out, world. The princess has arrived. A sudden bang reverberates through the air, jolting everyone. The overhead light fixture swings like it's auditioning for a dramatic role. This party just turned into a scene from a horror movie. The girl with flowing red hair stares blankly, as if the universe just asked her to pick a favorite child. Awkward silence hangs thick. Did she forget the punchline? Caught in a haze of confusion, she's like a cat that just saw a cucumber, utterly perplexed. What was that about, she wonders, as her tangled thoughts start to unravel. In the vast expanse of white, a crack snakes its way like a reluctant secret, hinting at chaos beneath the calm surface. It's like the universe abruptly interrupted a tranquil daydream. Awkward. A vast canvas fades from light to shadow, creating a dreamy horizon. It's like the world's way of saying, hey, let's pause for a dramatic sunset, snacks not included. The sound echoed ominously, 3 heavy stomps that made the dust tremble. Clearly, someone was not happy, and whatever was happening behind that door was about to get very interesting. The guy in the sharp suit glides through shadows like a ghost at a formal ball, yet his hurried steps scream, "I really hope no one sees me ducking out early." In the depths of night, shadow-cloaked secrets whisper through the air. A figure stands on the edge, a sense of dread mixed with the thrill of what might happen next. Amidst the lavish decor, a sharply dressed man with striking blue eyes pauses, his heart racing. "Killian?" he calls out, a mix of hope and dread, like waiting for cake delivery that never arrives. The guy with the mysteriously tousled hair stares wide-eyed, tension crackling like static. "Weren't you going to Lady Edith's room?" The atmosphere thickens. Secrets are best served cold, like leftovers no one wants. Surprise hangs in the air like an awkward silence at a family dinner. The blonde beauty gasps, clutching her heart. Clearly, her royal secret just waltzed into the room. The guy in the fancy white shirt, clearly anxious, leans closer, whispering, "Rice," as if the world depends on this secret. Spoiler alert, it probably does. The guy with the perfectly tousled hair squints into the shafts of light, a mix of hope and dread flickering in his eyes. What now? He wonders, half expecting cosmic consequences. In the dim light, the anxious whisper hangs heavy. "I did go." It's a confession wrapped in regret, revealing that tonight's plans were less thrilling than last week's leftover pizza. The girl with golden locks seemed to drift into a dreamy slumber, sinking into the warm embrace of her bathtub, blissfully unaware that bath time wasn't just a solo affair. With a gasp, the blonde girl clutches her chest, confusion swirling in her mind. What? But I just saw her. Does the universe have a sense of humor or a twisted plot? In a dimly lit room, the guy with the stylishly slicked back hair sighs, exasperated but endearing. "Rice, your optimism could make even a rock seem friendly," he quips, rolling his eyes. In the dim light, the dashing man with his suave tie leans closer, gently petting the dreamy-eyed girl. "Are you a lost puppy?" he teases, "because I think I found you." In a world where silence speaks louder than words, a dapper gent and a ruffled dreamer exchange anxious glances. Who knew tension could look so fashionable? In the shadowy world of Count Regelhoff, compliments slip on banana peels. Are they sweet words or traps? Choose your reaction wisely. One wrong move and it's all mockery. With wide eyes and a fluttering heart, the girl with shimmering golden locks feels the weight of warning. Careful has never sounded so ominously fashionable. Talk about a high-stakes hairdo. The girl with golden hair interrupts with a gasp, perched on the edge of her seat like a cat ready to pounce. Lady Edith's words swirl in her mind like gossip at a tea party, juicy and irresistible. The guy with the perfectly coiffed hair stares in disbelief, a heartbeat of drama pulsing in the air. What did that woman say to you? As if secrets weren't the real cocktails at this soiree. Lady Edith's compliment hangs in the air like a phantom, fueling a wild mix of pride and regret in the well-dressed figure. Can't help but wonder if this is the fashion curse. With hair like spun gold and tears brimming in her azure eyes, the blonde beauty stands wounded, pondering if trusting him was a mistake or a whimsical joke of fate. A hand, delicately adorned, grasps a sleeve, a perfect blend of innocence and desperation. It's the silent plea of a girl in a starched dress, caught in a moment of tension. A shadow looms over the girl with the swirling ink-black hair. Her wide eyes spark with unspoken fears, a dramatic moment where every heartbeat could echo 1,000 secrets. She looks like she's just seen her cat contemplating world domination. With a look sharper than a broken shard of glass, the elegant woman reproaches, "She made a snide remark about a dress you didn't even choose?" Talk about bad fashion karma. Caught in a web of unspoken words, she wrestles with the hurt. She must have felt terrible, she muses, glaring at the window, because, apparently, talking about feelings is so last season. In a gorgeous yet gaudy wedding dress, the bride narrows her eyes, filled with resentment. Terrible? More like a fashion crime. Her wedding's turned into a comedy sketch. "She had no right to complain about your dress?" He smirked, eyes glinting with mischief. After all, who needs fashion critiques when you've got a wedding disaster on their hands? The bride stands awkwardly, drowning in layers of lace and bling, wondering if ostentatious was the dress code or just her future mother-in-law's hidden agenda. Talk about a fashion faux pas. In a sea of white, the bride clutches her bouquet like it's a life raft, her heart racing with hopes and fears. Will she trip, or will he show up? A cascade of silvery flowers dangles dramatically, as if eavesdropping on a secret. Yes, it was vulgar, someone mutters, rolling their eyes, clearly not a fan of floral dramatics. The stunning woman with cascading auburn hair gazes into the distance, her shimmering earrings and layers of necklaces competing for attention, while her expression screams, "I've seen too much drama." Killian's words cut like a knife, echoing through the room. The shadows dance with tension. His wife stands aghast, stunned by the cruel twist of humor that just fell flat. The blonde girl gasps, heart racing, as she faces the mysterious figure cloaked in shadows. "Are you really him?" she whispers, shock shimmering in her wide blue eyes. Her breath forms an anxious cloud, like a frosty secret lingering in the air. Rise stands in shadows, a smirk playing on her lips as whispers of betrayal swirl like lost butterflies. "You're cruel," someone gasps, while secretly wishing for a taste of her wickedness. Through the intricate glass, their gazes clash. His confidence flickers, hers trembles in silence. "Is that all you have to say?" She bites back, emotions swirling like a tornado in a teacup. As dawn breaks, the flowers whisper secrets and a fragile voice trembles. Killian, it's the moment before the storm. A confession or a floral faux pas? The suspense is intoxicating. With wide, shimmering blue eyes, the girl in the elegant dress stands frozen, caught off guard between anticipation and fear, like she just realized she's about to star in a horror flick. With a delicate hand covering her mouth, the girl with the frilly blouse stifles a gasp, as if revealing a secret could unleash 1,000 butterflies, or worse, an awkward silence. His voice trembles with unspent emotion, eyes locked on Race like a lifeline. "You really think today's aisle stroll was just a fashion show? Wow, way to miss the memo." In the dim light, the guy in the ornate coat looks like a walking fashion statement, while the girl's eyes sparkle with curiosity, like she's just spotted a rare Pokemon. A single word hangs in the air like a suspenseful cliffhanger. Rice. It's a call, a whisper, and you can practically hear the heartbeats pacing in the darkness. What did Rice do now? A shadowy figure looms, eyes glinting with mischief and revelation. "There you are, Killian," they drawl, as if finding a lost sock in a dark laundry room, unexpected and mildly inconvenient. With a smirk and a hint of mischief, the guy with the slick black hair leans casually against the doorframe, eyebrows raised as he uncovers their late-night shenanigans. Tension and curiosity crackle in the air. What trouble are they up to? Behold the dapper dude with a flair for drama. His regal ensemble screams authority, but that belt, if looks could kill, he'd be a one-man army at a fashion show. The brooding figure stands shrouded in shadows, a cape billowing like it's auditioning for a superhero gig. Confidence oozes, as if he just conquered the last slice of pizza. The girl with cascading golden locks gasps, her heart racing as she calls out, "Oh, Cliff!" Meanwhile, Cliff stands in a shadow, looking like he's just witnessed his favorite pet goldfish swim away. With a grin brighter than her satin dress, the girl with flowing blonde hair exudes pure joy, like she just won the world's biggest cupcake contest. Who knew elegance could look so fun? In the eerie twilight, shadows shudder as unseen critters scuttle past Charlie's feet. Heart racing and shoes squelching, he wonders if it's rain or his own panic bubbling up. His piercing gaze drifts to the window, where shadows dance like unspoken fears. This isn't just a moment. It's a heart-wrenching decision, wrapped in a diamond-studded bow of destiny. A tense standoff amidst the shadows. Two silhouettes, one with a confident smirk, the other looking unsure, ready to either resolve this or awkwardly sip coffee together for eternity. Imagine a sky slowly surrendering to night, wispy clouds reluctantly fading into darkness, like the world's most dramatic curtain call. Get ready for the stars to take the stage. White fluffy clouds waltz across a bright blue sky like cotton candy at a fair, blissfully unaware that one day all this sunshine might just get rained on. The sun beams down, painting the sky in a lazy blue, while the overzealous birds, tuning their chirpy symphony, argue over who gets the best branch. Nature's karaoke night is in full swing. Sunlight streams in, illuminating the scene, while the guy with the perpetually messy hair groans dramatically, because who needs caffeine when you have morning rays working against you? Sunlight dances through her luxurious room, illuminating the graceful stretch of her arms, a silent testament to relaxation. Just your average day, until she accidentally flings a pillow off the bed. She squinted at the morning light, hair still a mess from yesterday's drama. Whatever ordeal transpired must have been juicy. Note to self, never mix regret with too much coffee again. Startled from sleep, the girl with flowing red hair sits up, wide-eyed and glamorous, as if dreaming of diamonds, only to discover it's just the morning light playing tricks. Sleepy glam? Who knew it could be so dramatic? The girl with the messy bun stares at the blank wall, nostalgia mixing with a dash of dread. Being 22 again sounds fun, until she remembers those questionable life choices. With hair that could rival a shampoo commercial, she's baffled by her unexpected glow-up. "I've never been this healthy in my past life," she sulks. Someone check the cosmic balance. With a determined glint in her eye, the redhead clings to optimism like it's her last slice of pizza. Healthy body, questionable mental state. Who needs perfect when you've got spunk? With a finger on her chin and her hair cascading like a ruby waterfall, she plots her social climb, wondering if charm can outwit the Duke and Duchess. Who knew royal networking was such a puzzle? With hair like flowing wine, our heroine ponders her in-laws' potential chaos. As she tiptoes forward, tension builds. Do they come with drama or just a knack for unsolicited advice? A sleek silhouette stands by a sunlit window, draped in elegance. Rice's heart swells and sinks. Family, warmth, but also the pressure of fitting into an uninvited role. Meet the dashing guy with the suave beard, paired with the cheerful woman who's all about that daughter-in-law pride. They look like they just walked out of a romantic comedy. With a twinkle in their eye, the bright-eyed optimist decides breakfast is the way to someone's heart. Because who can resist pancakes? If only charm was as easy as flipping a flapjack. With a grin brighter than an Instagram filter, the girl with the captivating red hair stands at the edge of elegance, ready to dazzle the world, or maybe just snag some cake. The girl in the lacy dress exudes confidence, her fiery red hair cascading like a dramatic waterfall. She's either on her way to steal the spotlight or the last slice of cake, both equally dangerous. The guy in the crisp suit leans against the wall, looking like he just made a deal with the devil and lost. His confidence is as fragile as the coffee cup in his hands. A blank page looms ominously, like a cliffhanger after a season finale. Will the lemon frog prevail or croak under pressure? Stay tuned, it's about to get zesty. Looks like you've sent me a blank canvas. Every great story starts somewhere. How about you paint me a picture with a prompt or image? I'm ready. The villain with a twinkle of mischief knows the secret sauce to survival. Charm the side characters. Because who doesn't want a surprise party at the villain's lair? Arya, with her strikingly long crimson locks and calculating gaze, contemplates life's biggest mystery. Why does her reflection look so good in that dress? Existential fashion crisis. The guy with the furrowed brow knows the stakes. To thrive in the Rudwick jungle, he must charm the royal couple tighter than a corset. Good luck with that. Meet Mr. Rugged Charm, all beard and brooding, standing like he owns the place, because he probably does. And beside him, the cheerful matriarch, smiling like she's got a secret or a stash of cookies. In a swirl of silk and secrets, the elegantly dressed couple stands close, tension crackling like static. Her perfectly placed bow fights for attention against the whispers of their past. The girl with the fiery red hair gazes longingly at the feast before her, heart racing. This isn't just food, it's her culinary battle cry. Every dessert whispers, "Pick me!" With a smirk that screams mischief, the girl with the cascading red hair plots her escape from boredom, dreaming of a quiet life that's anything but. Who needs calm when chaos is this entertaining? The ominous words hang in the air like a bad smell. This manor. You know it's trouble when even the walls seem to whisper secrets. Time for a strong cup of coffee. In a swirl of wedding confetti, the red-haired bride realizes that charming her in-laws isn't just about bridal smiles. It's about mastering the awkward art of early morning greetings. Wait, is that even a thing in Korea? In a grand room adorned with elegance, the woman with cascading crimson hair strikes a confident pose, her expression a mix of determination and mischief. Because who says a hero can't rock a stylish look? With a mischievous glint in her eye, the girl with the fiery red hair marvels at the bell rope. her childhood book dreams colliding hilariously with her real-life curiosity. Who knew pulling a rope could feel so magical? With her luscious, flowing locks and a mischievous grin, our heroine waves a whip. Her maid's expertise is about to work wonders. Who knew transformations could feel like a game show? The bare-chested guy with the mischievous smirk stands behind a dazzling chandelier, clearly biding his time. "Did you summon me, my lady?" he quips, a little too eager for her next command. The girl with fiery red hair leans in, desperation painting her voice, pleading for help. Meanwhile, the maid's expression says, "I just signed up for washing dishes, not rescuing royalty." In a bubbly pastel world, a girl with fiery red hair fidgets, feeling the awkward weight of formality. "My lady," she scoffs, as if it's a recipe for instant embarrassment. In a world where cleanliness is next to godliness, our eager helper jumps at the chance to prepare the washing basin. Just pray it doesn't turn into a splashing disaster. The girl with the fiery red hair leans in, curiosity sparkling in her eyes. "So, what was your name again?" Her smile says she's genuinely intrigued, not just hoping for a free meal. Strutting in her daring dress, the girl with cascading red locks panics. "I can't face the in-laws looking like I just escaped a fashion catastrophe." Goodbye first impressions. The girl with voluminous red hair glares at her assistant, fashion drama brewing. "This dress screams bad taste. Strip it of those gaudy decorations, stat. My reputation's at stake." In a world where every button screams elegance, the prim maid scuttles away like a startled crab, obeying her lady with that mix of determination and sheer caffeinated panic. With a smirk, she admires the obedient mannequin holding the elegant dress. Who knew fashion could be so cooperative? Maybe her luck would rub off on her own wardrobe choices. In the grand halls of Regalhof, normalcy thrives, except for the maids, who must think they're auditioning for a dramatic reality show. Cue the eye rolls and over-the-top antics. With worry etched on her perfectly sculpted features, the girl with the cascading red locks fidgets with dress hangers, secretly pondering if this was all worth the potential fashion disaster. The girl with fiery red hair seems lost mid-sentence, gesticulating wildly as if trying to conjure a thought. Her friend, likely used to these moments, rolls her eyes. Classic. Her eyes, wide and glossy with disbelief, whisper the truth. Last night was their wedding night. She's still reeling. Did he forget, or was the cake just that distracting? The girl with the sinfully long hair and a dress that clings a little too perfectly feels the unsettling weight of silence. Something's off, but her hair looks fabulous, at least. The girl with the sly grin leans in, the spark of mischief in her eyes. Should I splatter a bit of blood on the sheets? Classic prank or creepypasta in the making? The woman with the fiery red hair waves off the idea, imagining Killian's face twisting in horror. The toss of her hand says it all. Some chaos is better left unexplored. The girl with cascading crimson hair gazes into the mirror, smirking. "Just like in the novel, Killian," she murmurs, glancing at an imaginary plot twist brewing, and her cheeky confidence shines. Under a ghostly moon, the boy with the royal cape takes the hand of the girl with shimmering hair, as if grasping hope from shadows. Will love conquer the darkness? Well, it looks like a certain someone is playing the world's longest game of will they, won't they. Saving his virginity for rice? That's one way to build suspense. In a lavish room adorned with gold accents, a cheeky character leans back, grinning mischievously. "Hey, nothing wrong with a hot virgin. Just means she'll be less experienced at dodging awkward comments like mine." With a playful smirk, she muses about romantic cliches, rolling her eyes at the idea that even the backup Prince Charming is a total newbie. Seriously, is this a rom-com or a fairy tale rewrite? With narrowed eyes and a hint of sarcasm, the girl with the fiery hair masterfully sidesteps the elephant in the room, saying, "Anyway," as if that's the end of it. Classic. The girl with the wild curls stares into the abyss of last night's chaos, her mind spinning like a record player stuck on a sad love song. Why did he ghost her? With fierce determination sparkling in her eyes, the girl with the sleek black hair faces her unexpected visitor, sarcasm dripping from her voice. "You popped in just to pick a fight?" In a dazzling white suit that screams, "Look at me!" the guy with the slick hair leans in, eyes filled with urgency. Something's clearly amiss. Perhaps he just found out he's late for brunch? Her fingers brushed against his. a spark igniting in the silence. She barely remembered her own name. All she felt was the thrill of a dangerous secret about to unfold. The dreamy daydreamer can't help but smile, hoping the universe knows they've just encountered perfection in a room glittering with gilded secrets. Definitely a win, if only in daydreams. Caught mid-grooming, she can't help but admire the mysterious figure behind her. Those pecs must have powers stronger than her shampoo. Hair fluffing is serious business in this glamorous realm. Her sleek, dark dress clings perfectly as mystery swirls in the air. My lady? The question dances awkwardly between them, like a cat on a tightrope. One wrong step and chaos ensues. Looks like hit a blank wall. No image to describe here, so let's skip the dramatic flair and save it for the next visual. Bring it on. In a lavish room filled with opulence, the lady with fiery red hair blushes, her heart racing at the pampered life ahead. Her maid, deadpan and unamused, wonders how much tea-sipping drama awaits. The girl with the fiery hair looks utterly stunned, caught between disbelief and gratitude. Apparently, finished sounds like a mystery novel's plot twist. She did expect an epic transformation. Suna Choi stands in a lavish hallway, her thoughts a whirlwind. Misplaced confidence and fluster collide. She's one awkward moment away from transforming into a walking disaster. Get it together, Suna. Caught in a swirl of confusion, the girl with the fiery hair battles her heart's betrayal. You won't fall for him, she insists. Classic denial, because who doesn't love a good plot twist? A canvas of emptiness lingers, hinting at forgotten dreams. Like a cupcake missing its frosting, its untapped potential waiting for a dash of color. Or maybe just a good story. In a blinding white landscape, a figure stands alone, arms outstretched like they're about to hug a ghost. Goodbye, sanity, they yell, embracing the infinite void of nothingness. A radiant lady with flowing crimson locks stands in the grand hall, her smile brighter than the morning sun. Good morning, your graces, she chirps, as if there's a room full of royal gossip waiting to spill. Draped in elegance, her crimson curls frame a face masked in grace, yet her eyes reveal a hint of mischief. Did you have a restful night's sleep? She teases, a smirk lurking. Dapper and mysterious, the guy with the suave beard shoots a sidelong glance at the girl with bright eyes, teasing her about last night's questionable choice of midnight snacks. Did those cookies keep you up? Two well-dressed figures sit close, hands intertwined like their secrets waiting to be whispered. Their formal attire screams sophistication, but their clinging fingers suggest an intimacy that's anything but formal. It seems I've got a blank slate here. Give me an image or a scene, and I'll cook up some vivid descriptions full of drama, emotion, and a dash of humor for you. The girl with the silky black hair looked unimpressed, clearly wondering why morning conversations felt more awkward than texting her ex at 2 a.m. Was she nervous? Maybe, only slightly. With a smile that could charm a snake, the elegantly dressed man places a hand on his heart, feigning modesty like a pro. Of course not. Thank you, he quips, eyes gleaming with mischief. The girl with the vibrant red hair squints at the single teacup, a silent scream echoing in her mind. Did someone forget how to set a table? Or is this a game of teacup hide and seek? The elegant lady with cascading scarlet hair sips tea, plotting her next move. Gossip swirls like steam. Killian's nocturnal absence might just ignite a scandal worthy of a royal drama. Edith stands in a spotlight of uncertainty, heart racing as memories of the Count's affection swirl like confetti in her mind. Adoration or infatuation? Hard to tell, really. With a sly grin, the girl with flowing red locks raises her teacup, dripping sweetness like her words. I've treasured you, she teases, brewing mischief as she spills secrets like tea. With a sly grin, the elegantly dressed lady toys with her tea, throwing a teasing question at her unsuspecting target. Who knew household duties could feel like a game of emotional poker? The guy with the brooding beard and ultra-sophisticated jacket is either plotting world domination or just waiting for his tea. Spoiler, it's definitely the tea. With a mysterious smile, the woman with the sparkling kaleidoscope eyes clutches Edith's memories like a lifebuoy, balancing ledgers and feelings, all while secretly hoping her calculations don't add up to chaos. With a sly smile and a perfectly poised cup of tea, the girl with the glossy red hair seems ready to conquer not just the afternoon, but the entire administration, on a sugar high no less. With a smirk that's as sharp as his suit, the guy with slicked back hair plays nice, offering to learn family traditions, his humor dancing dangerously close to sarcasm. Who knew diplomacy could be so dapper? The bearded gentleman sips his tea, a glint of intrigue in his eyes. I see, he muses, plotting world domination, or maybe just the perfect biscuit pairing. Tea is serious business. With a cheeky grin, they jabbed a finger at their opponent, igniting a spark as if Count Wrigglehoff had stitched their skills together like a particularly intense knitting class. Tensions crackled in the air, and so did their wit. With her striking auburn locks cascading like velvet, she gazes out, contemplating life's perplexing choices, or perhaps just deciding if she should order dessert. Life is tough, you know? The woman's floral blouse whispers secrets of elegance, but her clenched fist betrays inner turmoil. It's like she's wearing a tranquil sunrise while storms brew inside, fashionably conflicted. Shadows loom as they squint through the murky twilight, their judgment palpable. Just when you think you've mastered the art of invisibility, reality slaps you with a spotlight. With a teacup that clanks in protest, the guy with the suit frowns, contemplating just how unexpectedly dramatic this high society tea party has become. Espionage? Really? Draped in an elegant outfit with lace details, she tilts her head, a playful smirk dancing on her lips. Trust issues? No worries. I'm great at building trust. Just don't let me handle your coffee. With a sparkle in her eye and a confident grin, she declares her eagerness to tackle new challenges. Who knew learning could feel this glamorous? Watch out, world. She's ready. In a lavish floral gown, the girl with the tantalizing red locks sips her tea, contemplating life's swirling mysteries. Spoiler alert, it's more dramatic than the last family reunion. In a delicate ballet of blossoms, vibrant pinks and soft blues dance across the page, whispering secrets of spring. The perfect backdrop for a love letter or a confession of your chocolate addiction. The brooding gentleman in the tuxedo raises an eyebrow, contemplating life choices that involve too much nudge and not enough comfort. Meanwhile, the woman beside him channels her inner detective, assessing if he's serious or just taking a nap with his eyes open. The lady with the sleek hair smirks, her eyes glinting with mischief. The Count must be proud, she jests, masking her true intentions with a charming smile. Classic villain move. The woman with piercing eyes smirks as she sips tea, laying out her cunning plan. Why not lend a hand with my tasks in 2 weeks? She proposes, sweet yet subtly sinister. The guy with the polite smile looks like he's trying to rescue a damsel from a faux pas. His gentle tone suggests he's more tour guide than bodyguard, much to her relief. With a sly smile, the woman in the lavish gown takes a sip of tea, plotting mischief. Oh, Killian, he's got more expertise in chaos than any of us. Her fiery red hair matched her outrage. He would never, she exclaimed, recalling the groom's elaborate disappearing act on their wedding night. Apparently, sleep was more enticing than marital bliss. With a mischievous glint in her eye, the girl with the flowing red hair confidently declares, "Never mind, I'll find someone for you." Talk about service with a smirk. With a decisive clack, the door swings shut, leaving an awkward silence thick enough to cut with a butter knife. Goodbye? More like, I'll see you in my nightmares. As the door creaks open, a stifling wave of tension rushes out, leaving our hero gasping. Who knew a room could feel like a sweaty gym locker? With a sigh of relief, the red-haired lady wipes her brow, secretly thrilled that disaster was averted. Who knew drama could be so exhausting? Someone passed the caffeine! In the shadowy twilight, her elegant gown, a mix of floral chaos and lace, was the only bright spot in an otherwise gloomy world. Sometimes, fashion really is a cry for help. The girl with the fiery red hair pops her head up, concern etched on her face like a modern Picasso, sharp, bold, and a little off-kilter. "Are you all right?" she asks, obviously not one to ignore a potential drama. The elegantly dressed lady with the fiery red hair fidgets, a nervous smile plastered on her face, and here she thought her dress was the only thing under pressure. In the shimmering light, a figure with perfectly styled hair catches the eye. "You must be Baron Ryan Filch, right?" they ask, half flattered, half wondering if today's outfit is too dramatic. With a subtle nod and an air of confidence, the man in glasses sports a look that screams elegance, like he just walked off a runway designed by royalty. Where's his crown? A finely tailored vest hugs the figure's silhouette, contrasting with delicate flowers peeking in from the edges, like a dapper gentleman trying to charm his way through a garden party. Who knew botany could be so stylish? With a smile that could light up a room, the girl with ruby red hair beams. Nice to meet you. It's like she's flipping a switch. Suddenly, the dull day just got a whole lot brighter. She clutches the shimmering brooch, a dazzling gem that probably cost a fortune, definitely more than her last impulse buy. It sparkles, but so does the tension in the air. Meet Baron Rhinon Filch, the butler with more secrets than a gossiping octogenarian. He's your tour guide through the opulent chaos of household turmoil. Let the shenanigans begin. In a world where secrets cling like dust, the woman in the apron gazes down, hiding her turmoil, while the elegantly dressed figure behind her contemplates. Trouble is brewing, and it's about to spill. The woman in the stylish dress tosses her hair, giving a knowing smirk. And just like my maid Anna, this guy's apparently as real as my last diet, non-existent. A frazzled character stares into the unknown, biting their lip. Cue the nail-biting suspense. No background checks, just pure anxiety. It's like diving into a pool without checking for water. The guy with the perfectly coiffed hair peers over his glasses, ready to dive into the drama. Straight away, he ponders, like someone's just handed him a surprise pop quiz. The sharp, sidelong glance of the mysterious figure reveals layers of secrets just waiting to be uncovered, like that slice of cake you can't resist, but probably should. Watch out, curiosity might just get the better of him. In a world that feels scripted, our girl with the fiery red hair juggles her endless duties like a clown at a children's party. Lots of juggling, but no applause in sight. With a mischievous grin and fiery locks, the elegantly dressed lady exclaims, "Ah, yes! Sorry, let's get started." Clearly, she's the life of the party, if only parties attended themselves. A grand room looms, its opulence fading into the blinding white around it, as an elusive voice declares, "But now what?" Tension fills the air like a well-mixed cocktail, shaken, not stirred. With a dramatic swirl, the girl in the starry gown speeds through the icy hall, wondering if the author forgot to turn up the warmth in this chilly novel. Seriously, who needs plot twists when you can freeze? He strides confidently, shoes clicking like a metronome of impending drama, while the elegant woman beside him moves with a grace that suggests she's either practiced this or is just woefully lost. A dazzling array of sparkling gems glimmers under soft lighting, while an unseen voice announces, "This is the jewelry collection." Because who doesn't need more shiny distractions in life? Under glass, the jewels gleam like 1,000 secrets waiting to be whispered. Too bad they can't run away when the thief with sticky fingers comes into play. With a foot timidly stepping into the unknown, it's a symbol of trying on new experiences, or just a fresh pair of socks for a fancy dinner. Fashion faux pas? Only if you spill spaghetti. In the dim light of the armory, armor gleams like it just watched an action movie. Lots of clanking and awkward hero poses. The guy in the booth is all business. This room is the armory. Such suspense. The workshop buzzes with quiet reverence as whispers of nobility linger. Each crafted piece tells a story of mastery, like a royal family reunion, but with less drama and more sawdust. A girl with bouncy curls stares wide-eyed at a breathtaking scene, the sparkle in her gaze rivaling the twinkling stars. "Impressive," she breathes, with a dash of good-natured envy. Golden beams of sunlight pour down, illuminating the grand main library, a sanctuary of knowledge and whispered secrets. Even the dust particles feel like they're auditioning for a dramatic role. The guy with the stylish eyeglasses stands in awe, with shelves towering like skyscrapers, whispering secrets of centuries-old knowledge. Just try not to trip over the dust bunnies. A blinding light spills into the grand hall, illuminating dust motes dancing like confused fireflies. It's as if the room is auditioning for the role of most dramatic entrance. In a grand, dimly lit hall, the elegantly dressed woman with cascading red hair is captivated by the dapper man in front of her, his back turned and secrets hidden. "Wow," she gasps. Clearly he's no ordinary fellow. A sharply dressed man stands beside a mysteriously elegant woman, their hands almost touching. The air crackles with unspoken tension, a dance of emotions waiting to unfurl, or maybe just an awkward silence. The girl with the galaxy dress leans in, hopeful yet playful. Do I need a secret password to crash your reading nook, or is bookworm enough? Stars dancing in her eyes. Two figures hang suspended in cosmic elegance. The girl in a starry dress, drifting like a dream, while the guy's polished shoes scream, "I promise I can be classy, I swear." The guy in tailored slacks has the kind of family privilege some only dream of. It's like having an all-access pass to a gallery, minus the art snobbery. Just pop in anytime, no RSVP needed. A blank canvas awaits its moment of glory. Too bad it's currently stuck in an existential crisis. Quite the dramatic intro for a piece of art, don't you think? With a grin that could melt hearts, the girl with radiant red hair basks in the dazzling scene, her eyes sparkling like diamonds as she exclaims, "How delightful! Who needs cake when you've got this?" The girl with the fiery hair beams, sarcasm lacing her voice. Guess wealth really opens doors, like gallery doors. Who knew my biggest problem was just my budget? Sunlight pours through intricate stained glass, illuminating the lavish Sistine Hall. A scene so stunning it makes even the sun consider wearing shades. Welcome to opulence, folks. In a dazzling ballroom, the guy with the impeccable style adjusts his sunglasses, while the redhead, clutching a delicate pendant, contemplates whether to drop the drama bomb or flirt instead. Her vibrant red hair framed a face frozen in surprise, lips parted. Oh my! The room shimmered, but her shock was the real sparkle as she caught his eye. Her wide eyes, the color of melted chocolate, reflect an unexpected wonder. Who knew a boring art piece could spark such curiosity? Is that a hint of inspiration, or just a sneeze? In a dazzling hall that screams fancy, a sharp-dressed guy with slick-back hair and a red-haired girl with mysterious vibes stand frozen, wrapped in secrets, as sunlight spills like liquid gold. In the softly lit gallery, the guy with the shiny shoes and the elegantly dressed lady float past marble statues, a whirlwind of nerves and unspoken words swirling around them. It's all very dramatic, like a rom-com waiting to happen, if only someone would trip over that dapper rug. The guide, with a flourish of hand gestures, conveys grandiosity while everyone wonders if too extensive means endless steps or just you'll need a snack break soon. In a room glimmering with elegance, the tall guy with silver hair feigns nonchalance, while the red-haired beauty in a stunning gown radiates appreciation, her gratitude so sincere it could melt ice. Chiron's smile sparkles brighter than the chandeliers overhead. Living here is like living in a fairy tale, minus the glass slippers and talking mice, of course. Talk about a glow-up! In a sea of opulence, the girl with cascading red hair clasps her hands, balancing desperation and hope, a silent prayer for answers hidden behind layers of lace and floral silk. Caught in a flurry of floral chatter, the barefoot girl chuckles. "You're so captivating. I almost forgot my coffee's gone cold. Now that's a real crime." She beams, eyes sparkling. Meet the stylish bookworm, her glasses perched perfectly amidst cascading blonde locks. With a piercing gaze, she's ready to dissect the latest gossip while secretly plotting her next daring adventure. Her emerald eyes glint with uncertainty, caught in a moment of vulnerability. It's like she just realized her life isn't a rom-com, more of a tragicomedy. Who's writing this script? The elegantly dressed woman, with a sparkle in her eyes, brushes off her duty like it's just another item on her to-do list. Tomorrow? Let's just say duty calls, but I'm ready for a plot twist. With a mischievous glint in her eye, the girl with flowing red hair smirks. Very well, Rhinon. Seems like she's about to unleash some chaos. Let the shenanigans begin. A delicate explosion of lavender blooms dances on a white canvas, whispering secrets of spring. These blossoms are so enchanting, even the bees seem starstruck. Pollination just got glamorous. Amidst a sea of delicate lavender blooms, gentle whispers of spring dance in the air. Each petal seems to share a secret, making even bees feel like eavesdroppers. The guy with the oversized glasses gestures grandly, channeling his inner tour guide. "Welcome to the Grand Gazebo," he beams, oblivious to the fact that it's basically a posh shed. Amidst opulent surroundings, the tall guy with glasses squints at the stunning architectural wonder, while the girl with flowing crimson hair looks puzzled. The Grand Gazebo? Sounds like a magical trap. With a grin, the guy in the snazzy blazer gestures dramatically, as if to say, "Welcome to the best view of the grounds, perfect for plotting our next grand escape." In their elegant attire, the guy with the fancy glasses and the girl with flowing red hair exchange glances. each holding secrets as heavy as their hairstyles. Is that a romantic tension, or just the threat of a fashion faux pas? A sun-drenched room, perfect for genteel chit-chat, hosts noble guests like the Duke and Duchess, who surely appreciate fine tea as much as they love gossiping about ball gowns. In an ornate, sunlit gazebo, the eyebrows of the guy with the unimpressed stare raise as the elegant blonde ponders her next move. Is she about to drop a bombshell, or just the tea? A crisp white shirt clashes with the riotous blooms, hinting at romantic chaos. Someone's about to spill either a drink or their heart. Both are equally risky. In a sunlit garden, a golden-haired maiden battles shyness while sipping tea, her heart racing. Across from her, a dashing noble smirks, clearly enjoying her blush. He knows he's trouble. In the shadow of blooming roses, the bespectacled man with a nervous tic feels unseen daggers. His heart races, battling both romance and uncertainty. What dark secret lies behind that elegant facade? The girl with the glasses squints, her heart racing as secrets swirl just out of reach. Her pulse is louder than the whisper of grass underfoot. What are they plotting now? The girl with the cat-eye glasses leans closer, her lips almost forming a secret, but the silence stretches, thick enough to cut with a dull knife. Suspense, and maybe a dash of awkwardness. The girl with the fiery red hair stands against a hazy backdrop, lost in thought. Is she pondering life's big questions, or just mentally planning dinner? Either way, she looks deep in it. She glanced back, the intricate lace of her gown whispering secrets of elegance while her heart wrestled with uncertainty. Breathe in, breathe out, and maybe don't drop the vase this time. A cascade of delicate petals clings to her floral dress, shimmering like a reluctant secret. Unease hangs in the air, whispering that something, everything, might shift in the breeze. Her lips part slightly, revealing an unspoken secret that could change everything. In the silence, 1,000 emotions hang in the air, awkward, dramatic, and maybe a little bit hungry for answers. Looks like your image didn't quite make it through, kind of like that one sock that always goes missing in the laundry. Shoot me another, and let's paint a vivid picture together. The story hangs in the air, teasing like a half-remembered dream, mysteries unresolved, secrets waiting to burst forth. Just when it gets good, they hit you with the classic, "To be continued." It looks like you've uploaded a title card for a story adaptation but without visuals. Share an image from the story, and I'd be happy to craft some engaging, dramatic descriptions for you.